Hello students, we are learning chapter straight lines, and in the previous class we have learned about the slope of a line, how to find the slope of a line and the problems related to it, right? Now in today's class we are going to learn the various forms of the equation of a line. What is various forms of the equation of a line? How can we write the equation of a line in different ways, right? That's what we are going to learn in this topic, in today's topic. First actually we are going to write the equation of a line using the slope. Okay, that's what we are going to see. There are many forms. First one is, to start with, they have given the horizontal and vertical lines. What is horizontal and vertical lines? This is a very basic thing we know already. What is equation of x-axis? The equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. This is your horizontal line. So any line parallel to x-axis will have an equation like y equal to a or y equal to minus a. It depends on where it lies. Yes or no? Similarly, what is equation of x-axis? Equation of y-axis. Equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. Similarly, any line parallel to y-axis is going to be of the form x is equal to b or x is equal to minus b, right? This is called vertical lines. So horizontal lines will have an equation y equal to a or minus a. Similarly, vertical lines will have equation x is equal to b or x equal to minus b. And what is equation of y-axis? X is equal to 0. Equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. How it has come? Hope you know, because all points on x-axis will have y coordinate 0. Therefore, y equal to 0. All coordinates on y-axis will have x as 0, right? Therefore, x is equal to 0. This is the first thing, horizontal and vertical lines. Next, we are going to learn about point to slope form. What is this point to slope form? When we know a point which lies on the line and when we know the slope of the line, how can we frame the equation? I repeat, when we know a point on the line and the slope of the line, how can we write the equation of that line? That is what we are going to see now. See, this is a line, and P naught of x naught comma y naught is a point, is a fixed point on the line, and let m be the slope. Okay, and let p of x comma y be any arbitrary point. Okay, this is, let p be any arbitrary point on the line, and we are talking about in particular the point p naught. Okay, and slope we know denoted by m, right? When we know 2 points on a line, how will you find your slope? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? So m is equal to y minus y0 divided by x minus x0, because this is the formula of the slope, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now you cross multiply it, we will get y minus y0 is equal to m into x minus x0, right? So this is what the equation of the straight line. This is what the equation of the straight line. So when you know you have to remember all these things. What is point to slope form? Y minus y0 is equal to m into x minus x0. Y minus y0 is equal to m into x minus x0. If you know the slope of the line and if you know any point on the line x comma y, any point on the line, then you can very well substitute in this equation the slope value and the x0 and y0 value, and we can very well obtain the equation of the line in terms of x and y. So this is called point slope form. When we will use this form? When we know one point and slope of the line. When we know one point on the line and the slope of the line, we can very well use this form. What is this form? Y minus y0 is equal to m into x minus x0. You have to remember this. This is point slope form, where m denotes slope and x0 comma y0 denotes any point on the line, right? This is what y minus y0 is equal to m into x minus x0. This is called point slope form. We are going to see 2-point form. Now we are going to see 2-point form. What is 2-point form? The name itself we can say, when 2 points on the line is known, how will you find the equation of the line. So when you know 2 points, say P1 and P2, now we are going to take an arbitrary point P on the line, P of x comma y, and now all the 3 points are collinear. So what is the condition for collinearity? The slope of any 2 points will be equal, because all the 3 points lie on the same line. So it is going to be the line segment, part of that line. So the slope will be equal, right? So now we are going to use a condition, slope of P1P is equal to slope of P1P2. Okay, slope of P1P is equal to slope of P1P2. Why? Because all the 3 points lie on a same line. So slope formula you know, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So if you substitute for both P1P and P1P2, you can equate, and hence we arrive at y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. You can remember this in this way also. This is equals to y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. You can remember in this way, so that you will feel it easier. I brought this term to the denominator. So y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is 2 point form. So when you know 2 points which lies on a line, you can very well find the equation of that line by substituting in this formula. X and y is arbitrary point. It will stay as x and y only, because equation of a line will be in terms of x and y only. So in the place of x1 y1 and in the place of x2 y2, you have to substitute the values. Okay, so far we have learnt 2 forms. One is point to slope form. When you know 1 point on the line and the slope of the line, your equation will be y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. And when you know 2 point on the line, then it is y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now we are going to learn the third one, which is slope intercept form. What is the slope intercept form? When you know the slope of the line and any one intercept. Intercept means intersecting point, the line which intersects with the x-axis or y-axis. That is called intercept. Okay. If it intersects the y-axis, it is called y-intercept. If it intersects the x-axis, we will call it as x-intercept. Okay. So when you know the slope and any one intercept, we can use this form. Okay. What is this form? First we are going to take slope and the y-intercept. So the line intersects the y-axis at one point. How this point will be? It is of the form 0, c. Why it is 0? Because the point is lying on y-axis. So x coordinate will be 0 and y coordinate we are taking it as any constant. Right? Now this point lies on the line L. Right? So thus how will you find the slope now? We have slope and a point now. We know the slope m of the line and we have a point on the line. Then we can substitute in our point slope form, right? Point slope form we know, when you know a point and a slope, we can substitute here. So that's what we are going to do here. What is your point to slope form? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. Now our point is 0, c. So y minus y naught is c is equal to m into x minus x naught is 0. So your equation is y is equal to mx plus minus c. If you bring it to the other side, it will become plus c. So y equal to mx plus c is the slope intercept form, where c is the y-intercept. When you know the y-intercept, your equation is y is equal to mx plus c. But when you know the x-intercept, what will happen? The same procedure. If d is the x-intercept, then your point is going to be of the form d, 0. Your point is of the form d, 0. Again substitute in the point slope form. What you will get? Y minus y naught is 0, which is equal to m into x minus x naught is 0, d. So you will get y minus 0 is y, which is equal to m into x minus d. So under slope intercept form, we have learnt 2 cases. When you know the y-intercept it is y equal to mx plus c. When you know the x-intercept, it is y equal to m into x minus d. So you have to remember both the cases. So when you know the slope and y-intercept of any line, you can give its equation by substituting in the form y equal to mx plus c. When you know the slope and the x-intercept of any line, then you can give the equation by substituting in the form y equal to m into x minus d, right? So far we have learnt 3 forms of equation of a line. First one is point to slope form, when you know 1 point and slope, and 2 point form when you know 2 points on the line, and the third one is slope intercept form when you know slope and any one intercept on the line, right? Next we are moving on to the fourth one, which is intercept form. What is this intercept form? Just now I told you what is meant by intercept. So when you know both the intercepts, when you know both x-intercept and y-intercept, how will you know, how will you find the equation? So x-intercept is of the form a comma 0, y-intercept is of the form 0 comma b. Now you know 2 points on the line, right? Now substitute these 2 points on your 2-point form. After simplification, you will arrive at x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is after this you are dividing throughout by ab. If you divide throughout by ab, what you will get? X by a plus y by b equal to 1. So when you know 2 intercepts on the line, 2 intercepts of the line, which means the line where it intersects x-axis and where it intersects y-axis, you can directly find the equation of the line by substituting in this form. What it is? X by a plus y by b equal to 1, where a is a x-intercept and b is a y-intercept, right? A is a x-intercept and b is a y-intercept. So far we have learnt 4 forms: slope point form, 2-point form, slope intercept form and intercept form. You should make out the difference between intercept form and slope intercept form. Slope intercept form is one slope and any one intercept only you will be knowing, either x-intercept or y-intercept. But here you know both the intercepts, then you have to go with this, right? The last one is normal form. What is this normal form? Normal means what? Perpendicular. Normal means what? Perpendicular, 90 degree, right? So if this is a line and if you know the length of the perpendicular from the origin and angle which it makes with the positive direction of x-axis, then you can go with this form. When you know the length of the perpendicular, from the origin, so this is our line. We have drawn a perpendicular from the line to the origin. If you know this length and the angle made by this normal, this is called the normal to this line, right? The perpendicular is called as normal. So the normal drawn to the line. So the angle made by the normal with the x-axis is omega. We are denoting it by omega. This is called as omega, right? These are all Greek letters like alpha, beta, gamma. This is omega. So the length of the normal is p and the angle made by this omega. Then the equation is, what is the equation? X cos omega plus y sin omega equals to p. What is this omega? Omega is the angle made by the normal with the x-axis and p is the length of the normal. Now let us see how we arrived at this. See, they have given you all the 4 cases. It is not necessary the line should be like this. The line can be like this, the line can be like this or this, right? So in whatever case, what is OM? We have drawn a perpendicular. Then what will be OM? OM is going to be P cos omega and MA is going to be P sin omega, because this is a right triangle, right? This is a right triangle. So OM can be given by what? This is your angle and OM is your adjacent side. So adjacent side divided by hypotenuse is going to be your cos omega. Opposite side divided by hypotenuse is going to be your sin omega. Therefore, the coordinates of A is going to be P P cos omega, comma, P sin omega. This and all we have learnt in our trigonometry chapter. So the coordinates of A are P cos omega and P sin omega. So we got a point on the line. We got a point on the line. Right. Now if we get the slope of this line, then we can substitute in slope point form. So how to find the slope? If we find the slope of this line, since this line is perpendicular to this, the slope of these two lines are going to be, product of these two slopes are going to be -1, or else the slope of this line is going to be negative reciprocal of this. I repeat, this is perpendicular to this line. We got a point on the line. If we get the slope of this line, we can substitute in slope point form. How to get the slope of this line? If we find the slope of this OA, we can negative reciprocate it to get the slope of this. Why? Because OA is perpendicular to the line L. Right? Now how to find the slope of OA? We know the angle made by OA with the positive direction of x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So OA, slope of OA is going to be tan omega. Slope of OA is going to be tan omega. Therefore, what will be the slope of the line L? -1 by tan omega. -1 by tan omega. Why it is -1 by tan omega? Because the line L is perpendicular to OA. Therefore, both the slopes will be, product of both the slopes will be equal to -1, or one slope is equal to the negative reciprocal of the other, and hence slope of OA is -1 by tan omega, which is nothing but minus cos omega by sin omega. Now we got a slope and a point A on the line. Now substitute in the slope point form. What is slope point form? What is slope point form? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. So y coordinate, x coordinate, and this is our slope. So if we simplify, we got sin square omega plus cos square omega, which is 1, right? So x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to P is the required form of the equation. Yes, hope you understood. So far we have seen 5 forms of equation of line. So what are all the things we have seen now? First one is equation of x-axis. Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0, and equation of line, any line parallel to x-axis is y equal to k or a, as you wish. This is horizontal lines. Then equation of y-axis are going to be, equation parallel to y-axis is going to be vertical lines. It is x equal to 0 or x equal to some constant. Then we have learned point slope form. What is point slope form? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. All those explanations I told you for your understanding, but anyhow you have to remember only these equations. The forms you should remember. Only if you remember these forms you can do the problems. So when I say point slope form, immediately you should tell y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. You have to remember. Okay, what is point slope form? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught, where m is a slope and x naught y naught is a point on the line. Next we have learnt 2-point form. What is 2-point form? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1, where x1 y1 and x2 y2 are 2 points on the line. Then slope intercept form. If C is the y intercept, then y is equal to mx plus c. If D is the x intercept, then y is equal to m into x minus d, where m is the slope of the line. Next what we learnt is intercept form. What is intercept form? X by a plus y by b equal to 1, where a is x intercept and b is y intercept. Then at last what is normal form? X cos omega plus y sin omega equal to P, where omega is the angle which the normal made with the x-axis and P is the distance of the normal from the origin. Alright, so you have to remember all these things. You have to by heart all these forms to do our problems. Right? Now let us see how can we solve the problems in exercise 10.2. First question, write the equations for the x and y axis. I explained what is the equation of x-axis, y equal to 0, y-axis is x is equal to 0, that's all. Next question, passing through the point. For all these questions they asked you to find the equation of the line which satisfies the given condition. Passing through the point with slope 1 by 2. So clearly they have given you a point on the line and the slope. These are all direct questions. They have given you a point on the line and the slope. So immediately which form you should use? Point slope form. So the point, what is point slope form? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught. In that x naught minus y naught is minus 4 comma 3 and m is 1 by 2. Right? So you have to apply directly and you have to get your answer. So I am going to give you the clues to solve these problems. Third question is passing through 0 comma 0 with slope m. Again it is a slope point form. Slope is m. Point is 0 comma 0. So obviously you will get your equation in terms of m only, right? Again you have to substitute it point slope form. Fourth question, passing through a point and inclined with the x-axis at an angle of 75 degree. When they give the inclination of the line with the x-axis, then you immediately what should strike your mind? Slope. Slope is find by what is it? Tangent of the inclination, right? So slope is tan theta. Theta is 75 degree and it is directly given. It is inclination of the line with the x-axis. So we have one slope and one point. So again it is point slope form. But how will you find your slope here? It is going to be tan 75 degree. 75 is not a standard angle. How will you get your answer then? You have to do like this. Tan 75. 75 can be written as sum of two standard angles 45 and 30. Right? So what is tan A plus B? Tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. Now substitute the values for tan 45, tan 30, simplify it, we got our slope. So once you got your slope and you know already a point on the line, go with point slope form, right? Let us move on to the next question. Intersecting the x-axis at a distance of 3 units to the left of origin with slope minus 2. So they have given you slope and intersecting the x-axis at a distance of 3 units. So they have given you x-intercept and slope. So what form? Slope intercept form and the second case because x-intercept is given. What is that? Slope intercept form. When x-intercept is given, y is equal to m into x minus d. But what is that x-intercept now? It is given intersecting the x-axis at a distance of 3 units to the left of origin. This is left of origin, this is right of origin. So when it is left of origin, it is going to be minus 3. So x-intercept is minus 3 and the slope is given as minus 2. So when you know slope and x-intercept, you should go with slope intercept form. What is slope intercept form? When you know x-intercept, y is equal to m into x minus d. Here m is minus 2, d is minus 3. Substitute and give your answer. That's it. Right? Let us move on to our sixth question. Sixth question is also in the same way. Intersecting the y-axis at a distance of 2 units above the origin. 2 units above the origin means plus 2 and y-intercept is 2 now and making an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of the x-axis. They didn't give you the slope directly, instead they have given you the inclination. So tan theta, tan 30 is going to be the slope. So when you know the slope and y-intercept, you can go with slope intercept form. What is slope y-intercept form? Y is equal to mx plus c, where c is 2 and m you can find out, which is tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Right? Hope you understood. Next question, passing through the points minus 1 comma 1 and 2 comma minus 4. They have given you 2 points on the line. So immediately 2-point form. What is 2-point form? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. You have to substitute and give your equation. right? Hope you understood how to solve these 7 questions. So with this, let us wind up today's class. So today's homework is exercise 10.2, question number 1 to 7. You have to solve it, learn and by heart all the forms of equation of a line, and then come back to the next class. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you, students.